Hello there, and welcome to another pick a card reading. Today we will be trying to figure out what new beginnings are coming your way. Now that it is January, we are going to be figuring out what is approaching you, what new beginnings or new opportunities will be approaching you. So all you have to do is choose between one of these three items. For group 1 we have a white mushroom, for group 2 we have a pine cone, and for group 3 we have a snowflake. Whichever one caught your eye, that will be your reading. The timestamps will be in the description box below. If you need some more time, you can pause the video, you can close your eyes, take a deep breath, ask yourself what new beginnings or opportunities are coming your way. Take another deep breath, open your eyes, and whichever item caught your eye or you gravitated to first, that is your reading. Okay, so I will see you there. Hello to my mushrooms. Let us see what new beginnings will be coming your way. You have the seer, so it's possible that you might be getting intuitive insight or some sort of insight. It doesn't matter where it comes from, whether it could be some educational thing. If you're going to school for something, you might be getting some type of knowledge instilled in you. If this is career oriented, it could be some sort of information that you were looking for or that you do need. If this is relationship wise, you could be getting a message, or perhaps someone will tell you how they feel about you, right? So no matter what area of life this is, it is something about getting some sort of insight or knowledge or wisdom about something. Okay, so some new information is coming your way. You have games. It could be, if it's in a literal sense, maybe someone will gift you some sort of game, or maybe you'll have the opportunity to purchase a new game. But this could also be new opportunities at having fun, new fun experiences, something that perhaps opportunities that allow you to be that child self again, or new ways of maybe even of expressing yourself. Maybe you'll find a new way to express yourself through something that you will be doing or are doing. Then you have shape-shifting. So this is the shapeshifter card. I always find that it feels like a card of adaptation, right? Being able to adapt to certain things. So for you guys, this could mean that maybe you will find it easier to adapt to certain situations because of the things you have been through. Or it could be that something that comes up you will think would be hard or intimidating or whatever, but you'll be surprised that you actually will be able to adapt to it, whatever the situation is. And you got your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So a new moon is a new fresh start, right? So it could be that whatever you are working on, that you start to see little rewards from it, right? So not the big ones, not the reward, but those small little rewards that basically tell you that you are on the right path. You got the Ace of Cups, so literally a new opportunity, some sort of emotional investment. And you got the Temperance, so a balance. It's interesting, the Temperance also is holding 2 cups in their hands. The Shapeshifter card is also one of balance when you think about it, right? Because adapting is basically, it's not, adapting is not struggling, right? If you're adapted, that means that you are content, right? It would be like a 4 of Wands type of card, right? You're content. With the 10 of Wands, I feel like it's saying that the unnecessary struggle is over or will be over. This is a type of struggle that you have placed upon yourself. Okay, so it's not something that is out of your control. It's something that you can control, but that you placed upon yourself. So this could be, for example, if you have a lot of things to do in a day that you can easily spread out throughout the week, but you choose to do it all in one day, that is on you, right? Or being asked to go somewhere and you really don't feel like it, but instead of acknowledging what you feel, you go, and then you have a bad time. That was on you, right? You didn't listen to your intuition that told you that you weren't in the mood for this place. Okay? Or if this is relationship-wise, it could be that you were warned about someone, but you still went out with this person, or you still you still went into a relationship with this person, but then came out of it or are in it, and you're struggling or you're having a rough time, or it's not what you thought it would be, but everyone told you and you didn't listen, right? So you put that upon yourself. You have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is a person that basically enjoys her wealth. She's wise enough to know how to spend her money, where to spend it, when to save it. So for you guys, it feels like the new beginnings coming your way is one of new opportunities that at first may seem, I wouldn't say scary because there's no fear or bad energy in these cards, but except for the 10 of Wands, but that is something you can control. So it's a message of getting information or some sort of insight that helps you maybe balance out work and play, right? Because you have games here and you have your hard work is paying off. And maybe it will be paying off because you'll be able to adapt to both home and work life, making it easier for you to focus better on your work because you get to de-stress and play a little and be a little childlike and, imaginative and creative and, whatever it is your hobbies or your game life is like. So because of that, you maintain this balance and duality of both, and that's what makes you happier and more, maybe even financially free. Okay? So as long as you remember to be wise in the decisions that you make in order to not struggle, because this isn't something that life is throwing at you, on its own that you cannot control. This is something that you put yourself in. Okay, so just be aware of the decisions and choices you're making and what they can lead to. I know that we cannot, know what is coming in our future, but common sense will tell you, every action has an equal reaction. If you put your hand on a hot stove, you know that you'll get burned. You don't need to test it out to know that. So there are paths and opportunities that when they rise up, you can easily know where they will lead. Okay? So as long as you control what you can control and be wise about it, everything else will flow. Find that duality and you will get where you want to be. The Queen of Pentacles is a extravagant and luxurious type of queen. Okay? She's all about the physical. This is about money and wealth and enjoying what you have. So group 1, that is all I have for you today. I hope that the new opportunities that come your way are amazing and great, and that you enjoy life a little more, because we all know that the past few years have been tough. So I hope that there's at least some speck of joy and balance in your life that you can count on. Okay, and remember that I do personal readings, so if you want more guidance and more insight on this path of yours, feel free to go to my Ko-fi page. There's also a link in the description box below where it says, get a personal reading. So check that out and consider supporting me through my Ko-fi. You can shop and you can also become a member where you can get a lot more guidance throughout the month and a lot more other perks like behind the scenes stuff. And I'll also be posting, random things, personal things, before and after photos of art that I will be redoing and things like that. Go to my Ko-fi and I will see you next time. Hello to my Pinecones. So group 2, let us see what new beginnings are coming your way. You have the Angel Gate, cleansing, protection, and blessing. So some sort of healing and protection that will surround you soon. Maybe you've been overwhelmed and, thinking that you're cursed or, things aren't going well for you. But it seems that something will clear up. Some sort of confusion or fog within your mind or your life is going to clear up and you're going to see things a little more clearly. You have dreams. So this could be either a dream of yours that manifests and comes true, right? Something you really wanted to work towards or something that you wanted to happen. Or this could just mean that for others it could mean that you get insight within your dream. So while you're sleeping and dreaming, you might get some insight or some sort of solution or something you've been looking for within a dream. Maybe even an idea, right? If let's say you are some sort of a builder or creator or something, maybe within your dreams you get some sort of inspiration for some new thing that you can make, create, build, You got protection with Anubis. So you got 2 protection cards. That is amazing. So some sort of protection is coming your way. And you got action. So it feels like Anubis here should be under the Angel Gate because these are protection cards. And with the dreams and action cards, it seems like it's saying to act upon your dreams. Maybe you guys are procrastinating or afraid to, put yourself out there on something that you create or do. but it's saying that you need to take action because you are protected. You know, you are blessed. You are, maybe you will cleanse yourself or your life through the actions you take by following your dreams. But you have 2 protection cards, so you should be feeling safe that you can do this. Maybe it feels intimidating because you're looking at this dream from afar, but if you actually start doing it, you'll see that it's a lot more fun and easier than you thought it was going to be. So that initial start always feels the most intimidating, but it's worth to start it. You have New Moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. Third deck, third card that is telling you that you are protected. So I don't know how much more guidance you need on this. And New Moon in Gemini, communication is key. Wow, this is freaking amazing. So you have 3 different, no, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different decks, but 3, 3, right? It's divided. Here it's telling you that you are protected. You're going to be okay. You're safe. And here it's telling you, communicate, take action, and follow those dreams. Maybe you need to speak to someone about some ideas you have. But be careful who you talk to and don't spill everything. Talk in a general form because you don't want to tell people what you plan to do, because then you might jinx it. I have a theory on, you know that saying, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans? I don't think that that is true, because the actual prime source creator, right, the God, whatever you want to call it, like if that is our creator, for example, if you are a parent and you love your child, right, truly love them, they're precious to you, why would you want to jinx them and see them fail just to laugh at them, right? Doesn't make sense. My theory is that whenever we make plans and we voice them out loud and then they backfire, it's nothing to do with God. I do believe that there are mischievous energies around us. That's why, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I noticed this, and this is why I actually started knocking on wood. Anytime I've seen someone brag, and I don't mean that in an egotistical way, I mean that in like, you know, like if they're saying, like I remember in school, this one girl was feeling really low and, you know, feeling like she wasn't enough, that no guy could ever like her, right? And this other girl that was in a, I don't know how many year relationship, she was telling her that she was in her place at one time, that she also was alone and feeling low, but eventually she met this guy and they are, you know, they love each other and everything. So it's not like she was bragging in some egotistical way, right? She was just trying to comfort her and tell her that eventually it will happen. It wasn't long until that girl's relationship failed. Okay, I didn't think much of it. I just, you know, found it weird at the time that after she voiced that, that then suddenly it falls apart, despite that these people were in like, I don't know how many years together. And right after she says it, I think it was like a month or 2 later, things ended. So I felt that was weird. But then there were other instances where I saw the same thing happen, where people bragged about something in like a positive, innocent sort of way, and then it fell apart. Same thing with some dude that bragged about some new car he got. He ended up being in an accident after it. Like not right after it, but, you know, soon after it. So it feels like there are mischievous beings around that wait to hear our plans. Or not, maybe it's not like they're sitting and waiting. Maybe they're doing other things. But as soon as they hear someone, you know, planning something, it's as if they go into action and create a chain of events that end up that plan backfiring. So that's why never tell anyone your plans out loud. Keep it to yourself. But get advice if you have to, okay? And if you end up bragging or telling someone your plans or whatever it is, knock on wood just in case, okay? Because literally, after I've seen all these different scenarios happening and seen the pattern of them, I started knocking on wood. As a kid, I've seen my parents do that, but I thought it was silly, like why do they keep knocking on wood? But now it's like as soon as someone brags or even compliments me on something, I immediately look around and knock on wood just to, you know, cancel out whatever jinx may be coming my way because of that. So, to make a long story short, if you need to talk to someone and get advice, talk about it in a general form, in a general sense. So, for example, let's say you want to create a channel where you record yourself doing some sort of painting, right? And you need advice because someone you know, let's say, is an artist and doesn't have to be like a very popular, but you know, like maybe they're successful at YouTube, right? And they have a nice following and things like that. Go to them and ask them, tell them, hey, I have like an idea of, doing something creative. How do I start? So basically you're just being general. You're not saying the exact thing you're doing. You're not saying the exact plan you have. You're just keeping it general to see, what their answer is. Things like that. Okay, so you guys got the Ace of Wands, so a new creative opportunity. You got the Temperance here with Balance. Group 1 also got the second card to being Temperance. Okay, so you got the Six of Cups and the Page, I believe, of Knight of Cups, yeah. Some new beginning, which is interesting because Six of Cups is a cup of nostalgia and your youth, right? This sort of feels like a possible new message coming in from someone you used to know or have known for a long time, maybe since childhood, but some sort of news or message that comes to you from your past. Now, this could be, because of course everyone is different, right? It's not going to be the same for everyone. This could be that you get inspired, like emotionally inspired by something from your past. Maybe if you look back, you'll be able to see with this. Okay, hold on a minute. Ace of Wands, right? Creativity, dreams, and things like that. If this is something creative, this could be saying that you get the idea of something you should be doing from when you were a kid. Maybe you had a dream when you were a kid that you abandoned, or maybe you were skilled at something when you were a child. And then, you kept it as like a hobby. Eventually you moved on from it, but you should be revisiting something from your youth and possibly doing that now or advancing it. So if you were great at coloring and loved coloring, maybe becoming a digital painter or a traditional painter. If you were great at sports or something, maybe, practicing and seeing where that could take you. Or even if you know a lot about sports, maybe becoming a commentator or reviewing sports content, things like that. Also, It's possible that if the question is what new beginning is coming your way, it's possible that someone from your past gives you an opportunity for maybe a job or even love, right? Maybe a childhood friend you have or had ends up being your romantic partner, okay? You got the Nine of Pentacles, so um, this is talking about enjoying what you have, enjoying the fruits of your labor, enjoying your harvest, enjoying what you have built up in your life or will build up, and even enjoying every moment of the process of going through the journey towards your goal. Because if you achieve everything you need, thinking that you'll be happy at the end, right? When you get that house, when you get that money, when you get that partner, and you have everything you need, you're going to sit down and think like, what now, right? So it's not the end result that you will enjoy. It's actually this entire journey that you should be enjoying, working towards that goal. I tend to Twitch stream, sometimes art if my tablet is alive, but most of the time, if I do Twitch, it's playing Sims 4. And I've been playing The Sims ever since it came out in 2000, when the first Sims came out, okay? I've been playing it for years, every single Sim incarnation I've played. And the one thing that I noticed is that I don't like using cheats, right? So I will get them a job. I will get them, that every time they have a decent amount of money, I will renovate one part of their house, so one room at a time. Eventually, they have a nice house, they have a stable income, they have a family, and I find it hard to think of things that they do after that. And that's when I realized that the entire joy of the game is that process of when they don't have much and they need to work towards something, right? So having a purpose, working towards something, that is actually the joy of life. Because when you have everything you ever need, you get bored. And that's why there's so many toxic things in our world, is because of billionaires that have everything they need and could possibly want, and they get bored, and that's when they get depraved. That's when they do really bad things, because they lost all fun in life. So don't wish to be a billionaire, okay? Wish to have a life that you can actually be comfortable in, have enough for what you need and might want, but just that journey of, working towards something, that is the best part of life. So don't focus on the things you lack, okay? Always appreciate what you have built so far and where you're going, because there are opportunities here, and remember, you are protected, you are safe. I'm not saying you're invincible, okay? So be smart about your decisions and actions, but follow your dreams, communicate with who you need to communicate, make it general, but you will be okay, okay? So that is all I have for group 2. Remember that I am available to do personal readings, so if you need more insight into the new beginning that is coming your way, or for any other situation, or if you want to know what you should be focusing on, or some sort of insight behind the scenes of what's happening in your life, whatever it is, the personal readings will be linked in the description box below. You can support me on my Ko-fi, you can leave a tip, you can shop, and you can also become a member where you can get more guidance every single month, some for free, some on a discount, and you get so much more perks. I'll be adding a lot more random things in there, personal things. If I foster puppies and other dogs and things like that, I'll post images of them, or maybe even little videos and stuff, possibly even like recipes and things like that. So that is all for the memberships, okay? So that's all I have for you. I wish you guys luck. I hope you follow your dream or dreams, and I hope they come true. and that you're happy and satisfied and content with what you built so far and will build in the future. Okay, so see you guys next time. Hello to my amazing snowflakes. So let's see what new beginnings are coming your way or that you can expect. You got the meditation, peace, relief, sanctuary. So if I could imagine the relief for some people, and especially if you really had a hard time in the past year or years, or if you've been overwhelmed, maybe even with the holiday season or whatever it is, some sort of relief and sanctuary is coming your way. Some sort of maybe balance or just that peaceful state of mind and existence. You also have Dawn Watcher, caretaker, guardian, support. So with this relief card here, the meditation, it seems like maybe because of some support that you will be getting, whether that is your partner helping out, supporting you, whether it's family, whoever it is. And remember, you don't have to go through things alone. That's the worst thing that you can do to yourself. Okay? We know you're strong enough. We know you're capable of everything. We know you're capable of helping yourself and protecting yourself and living by yourself and whatever it is. We know you can do that. But you don't have to. That's the point. Why make things harder for yourself when they can be easier? I'm not saying always rely on everyone, but delegate. You know, ask family, friend, or partner, whoever, for support, for help. Because they aren't mind readers. They don't know what you're going through. They don't know how much you're able to handle because maybe they see you as a really strong person and think, you know, they can handle this. But ask for help when you truly need it. Even if you're not overwhelmed, but maybe have something else to do. You know, like for example, ask your partner to do the laundry while you're doing the dishes or, you know, just to get things out of the way faster. Because it's not about that you can't do it, right? Or that you're not able to do it. It's like, yeah, you can. But to make things faster and more efficient, ask for help so that it gets done quicker, so that you have more time to do other things that you want to do. Okay? Especially moms out there. It's like you guys, I say we as if I'm a mom, I don't even have kids, but women in general have been programmed that they have to do everything in the home, right? Man works, comes home, plays with his kids, whatever, but it's as if everything is on the mom's shoulders when it comes to the house, and that's not how it should be. Okay, we know you're strong, but ask for help. You got vows. Wow, so some of you could be getting married or engaged. Or maybe if this is a work thing, there is some sort of new partnership that will be arriving for you. Maybe a business opening up, or collaborating with someone, right? If you, let's say, are a YouTuber or a business owner, whatever it is, maybe you'll collaborate with some other company or some other person. You got ecstasy. Wow, you guys have like really interesting cards. Like things are really looking up for you. Things are going to, especially if this is around springtime, it's as if things are moving a lot more smoother. And they will be moving a lot more smoother if you get that peace of mind, right? So if you can, try to meditate. I've started recently again. I've been meditating for years, but on and off, you know, and then it's always hard to restart. But now it's like I'm trying to schedule it in every single morning I wake up, you know, do maybe some stretches, do some meditation, you know, just to sort of create that peace and relief in my mind as soon as the day starts, so that the day moves a lot more smoother. If things come up that would, let's say, make me angry or upset, I sort of move past through it a lot better if I meditated that day, because I'm in a more stable state of mind. It's not all over the place. So maybe that could help you as well. Or maybe you are more of a runner or a hiker, so maybe early morning jogs or something could help you sort of, get fresh air in your system, rebalance you. So try to see what you can sort of schedule it in, that as soon as, let's say, you wake up, brush your teeth, get ready, before you even eat breakfast, drink a glass of water and head out and do whatever you need to do. Whether that's their meditation, whether that's running, whether that's walking with your dog early in the morning, do what you need to do and then come home, create a nice breakfast, sit down and, maybe watch an episode of a show you like and then get to work. Try to sort of create that ritual, that morning ritual that sort of sets your day of how it's going to go. What do you need to release? So that's an interesting question. Considering that this is about peace and balance, support and things like that, for some, what you need to release maybe is negativity, maybe control, maybe always being serious, right? With this ecstasy card, this could be being more in that sensual space, right? And not always serious, work mode, Maybe you need to sort of just let go, unwind a little, right? Let your hair loose, things like that. Got the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel, if it really feels like delegating someone coming in to not save you, but just help you, right? Just helping you manage things, which could, of course, improve your situation. Okay, you got some Seven of Swords, so some sort of deception. So I'm just wondering if this is maybe because of what you need to release here. Maybe you are deceiving yourself. Maybe you're fooling yourself into thinking that you can do everything, that you can do all, when you really can't. People need other people. Okay, we're basically like wolves. We're pack animals. We need other people. No one is 100% independent. No one. No matter how independent you are, you're not fully independent. Why? Because I'm pretty sure you go to the grocery store for your meals, right? Or to a restaurant. So you depend on other people for food. You depend on other people for groceries, for clothes, for someone to build you a shelter, for a home to be available, right? All of that was created by other people. So don't fool yourself into thinking that you're this independent person that doesn't need anyone, because you aren't. You are dependent on other people. And what other people don't realize, it's like not even on the big front, like the big stuff that people think about, right? Like food, shelter, and things like that. Imagine if no one worked at those water, I don't know what they're called. Those places that filter out water that then go through pipes and stuff that come into your home, right? If no one managed those places, we wouldn't have water. We'd have to go to a stream, or we have to go to a well to get water, right? But because people work there, and we're able to then have tap water, we're able to shower, we're able, can you imagine back in the day, I don't know when it stopped, but in history, they actually had to get water, heat it up, put it in a bucket, and then sit in that bucket and wash themselves. So they're basically sitting in their own filth, and that's how they got a bath. That's how they got like clean. or the fact that some actually depended on streams, rivers, or like oceans, I guess. I don't know, like basically just to, even in like in winter time, if they didn't have or thought of heating water, in a like putting it in a bucket, right? They actually like went into streams in crazy cold water, especially in those like Nordic places, and that's how they would like clean themselves. Like, it's crazy to think how much we depend on other people, and we don't even think about it. We just think it's normal. But what happens when electricity fails and that water plant stops? How do we get water? Right? So don't fool yourself into thinking that you don't need help, that you don't need anyone, because you do. You need help. Everyone does. Not only because sometimes there are things that we can't do ourselves, but because also to make life more efficient and faster. Why would you want to do 5 loads of laundry, 2 loads of, washing dishes and all these things, and doing it all by yourself while your partner is just like sitting on the couch and just like watching TV? It's like, why not split the work? It's like, yeah, he works, but doesn't mean that everything should be on your shoulders, right? Or vice versa. So get help when you need to. Okay, this fell in reverse. So I feel like in reverse it's saying that some of you may not have people that you can rely or depend on, but with the right way up, I'm focused more on this part here, this sort of, I don't know what is it, like a basket of sorts. And it's saying to take things one step at a time. Don't put everything on yourself that you need to do it in one day or at once, okay? Try to schedule it out throughout the day or throughout the week. Okay, just because Friday's laundry day doesn't mean you have to do 5 loads in one day. Okay, maybe you've been swamped with work and now so much has fallen on you at home. Like, spread it out. Do 1 load a day. Eventually you'll get, that balance back or whatever. Maybe this week just is a little chaotic, okay? So don't put so much pressure on yourself. Do with however much you can. But always leave room in your day to have time for yourself and to have fun and to have fun and de-stress, okay? Always leave room for that, even if it's just an hour. So you have the Page of Cups. It feels like a message or something. This could be a matter of the heart where someone maybe expresses their feelings to you, or maybe a reconnecting of family of sorts. But I feel like there's like a message that comes in for you. Yep, I was right. With the Knight of Cups, some new person or some message will be coming in for you. Maybe you'll end up meeting someone that ends up really being a force in your life. And I'm not saying like a bad force, I'm saying like a force that helps you, right? A helpful force, an understanding and kind person that can empathize with you and sympathize and, know how difficult you have it. This could also be a sign that you might be moving or traveling somewhere. Maybe even after meeting this person, you end up moving to where they are, because they could be living across the ocean or to another country or continent, things like that. So group 3, you generally have like good cards, but there is something that you have to figure out that you do need to release, and that could be connected with this Seven of Swords card. Maybe it's some sort of like toxic habit um, or some sort of deception. If there is someone or something in your life that is deceiving you and you know about it, it's time to remove them from your life. So whether this comes in job form where your employer is constantly lying to you, or a coworker, inform your boss, or if this is the boss, then maybe switch jobs, change jobs, you know. If this is a partner that is constantly lying to you, just like talk to them, right? But if there's no help, get yourself out of that situation, because you don't want to constantly be second guessing if what they're telling you is real or not. Okay, you don't need that sort of drama and chaos in your life. So whatever you do end up releasing, and you know what it is. If you don't, you can commission a personal reading with me. The link will be in the description box below. But whatever you end up releasing will end up giving you a peace of mind and creating that haven, that sanctuary for you. Because eventually someone does come along that helps you, or maybe some message reaches you that ends up helping you for whatever the situation is. Okay? So group 3, I wish you guys luck. I hope this new beginning is amazing, that you are aware and conscious of what is happening around you and within you. Remember to hold yourself accountable as well. If you're the one that is maybe deceiving others, maybe that's something you do need to stop, because all the hardships come back to you if you're the one causing them to others. Okay? It's the same as people that do spells and curses. It all comes back to them eventually. Either them or someone they love or will love in the future, it will come back to them. So please check out my Ko-fi page. You can support me there. You can get a personal reading. You can shop there, and you can become a member. Members have free readings every month. They have discounts. I will also be adding behind the scenes stuff, possibly random recipes, or if I foster another puppy or something, I'll be posting images and maybe even little video clips and stuff. So all kinds of things will be available for members, okay? So consider supporting me. All the links will be in the description box below, and I wish you guys luck. I'll see you next time.